welcome back to the pharmcook kitchen. Today we have a special treat, something that is so basic, so simple, so spectacularly delicious, you need to try it. What am I talking about? Caprese salad. All it is, fresh tomatoes, really good basil that's fresh, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of fresh mozzarella, sprinkle it with salt. That's it, that's a dish. You need to make this now. All right, we are ready to get going and make this very easy, incredibly delicious salad. What do we need? Fresh tomatoes, packet of fresh mozzarella, and some fresh basil. That's it. Oh, and a little extra virgin olive oil, and a little bit of salt. And we'll take care of that at the end. So preparation, easy. And by the way, you can make this as fancy or as rustic as you'd like. What I typically do is I just mix everything together because that's the kind of cook that I am. I am less interested in the presentation. I'm much more interested in the flavor. So all I'm gonna do is dice this stuff up and throw it in a bowl, mix it around, season it, and enjoy it. So let's get going. What I typically will do is dice the basil so that it's a relatively fine cut. Fine, not in precise, but just what you end up with are small pieces of basil. It's not super fun to have big chunks of basil that you're negotiating in your caprese salad. Like this one's a little bit big, so let's break him down a little bit. But that's it. That's gonna go in the mix afterwards. Let me do this. I'm just gonna quarter these lovely looking Campari tomatoes and toss those in a bowl. And these Campari are available pretty much all year round in most supermarkets. And they have very good quality, they're very consistent. And the fact that they're available all year round is spectacular, so wonderful. So the reality is, even though I think of, the reason I thought of this dish today was because it's so nice outside. It's nice and sunny. It's probably 80 degrees outside, which reminds me of summertime. And summertime reminds me of insalata caprese. But you can make this dish all year round, and it is delicious all year round. One of my in-laws' favorite side dishes or salads. It's something that I will sometimes do as an entire meal, just a very large version of this, or basically this, as one serving. Since this tomato is a little bit bigger, I'm gonna put them into 6. And this last tomato, just be quartered. I'm realizing that bowl's a little bit small. Let me get something a little bit bigger. All right, we're back with a little bit bigger bowl. Gotta have room to work. So the next step of the process is just dicing up some of the fresh mozzarella. This happened to be something that I picked up from Costco. It's already sliced. It's again, readily available. Really, really nice. So since it's already sliced, I'm just gonna cut it across those slices and then go into chunks. As you can see, this will break up into very nice bite-sized pieces once everything starts to get tossed around. You do want to separate them a little bit because it is something that will adhere together. It's not the end of the world if it does. It just means you get a little extra big piece of cheese in your mouthful. But this is such a wonderful, such an easy dish. We had it this weekend with my in-laws as we were visiting, made them Had the pharmcook remote kitchen going. But it's just wonderful. Lovely to be able to enjoy fresh produce, especially this kind of stuff, all year round. It is absolutely a treat. It was not always this way. Didn't always used to be able to get fresh mozzarella, fresh tomatoes out of season, or even fresh basil unless you were growing your own. And nowadays, all of this stuff is routinely available at most supermarkets around the United States. Not sure what it's like in the rest of the world. But I'm gonna have to, with the amount of basil that I've been going through recently, I'm really gonna have to start growing my own. All right, so that's it for the mozzarella. The basil's already been prepared. So we're just gonna mix this together. That was about 2/3 of a pound of fresh mozzarella, probably a pound of fresh tomato. And now we're gonna use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons full. And after that, just a little salt to brighten up the flavors, to bring out the wonderful flavor of the tomato. And that's it. That is insalata caprese. Easy to do, delicious to make, something you can add to your menu just about any time and make something wonderful. And in fact, for those of you that do meal prep, you can prepare these in advance. Probably a day or two is the most that I would go, but this works. This will be terrific the next day. So, of course, you have to test to make sure the seasoning is okay. How's this looking like? Grab a little bit of tomato with a bite of mozzarella and some basil. That is so good. It does not need anything else. Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, fresh tomatoes. That's it. A little bit of salt to just bring out the flavor. Oh my gosh, you need to try this. Happy cooking, everybody.